What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. We're talking about some mouth-watering citruses, but we're talking niche this time. You know, we talk about a little bit of everything from quality and price points all over the board on this channel because I just enjoy the variety. I just enjoy fragrance as a whole. So this has actually been requested not that long ago. I apologize that I'm just now getting around to it, but today we're going to be talking about 10 of my personal favorite like really juicy citrus niche fragrances. And I actually have one honorable mention that I recently got but haven't spent a lot of time with, but it's just so freaking impressive it deserves a mention. So let's dive into these technically 11. Stay tuned. Starting with that honorable mention, this was sent to me randomly from So Avant-Garde in a weekend sale that they did not that long ago for my viewers. I had told them just surprise me, I didn't want to pick anything, and they sent Akro Smile as one of the fragrances. And oh buddy, this was a 9 out of 10 first impressions rating. The raspberry bergamot combo makes such a juicy, sweet, make you smile, it's named appropriately, type of citrus. It's super rich and juicy. God, it smells so friggin' good. There's other notes, but I couldn't tell you what they are because that raspberry bergamot combo is just juicy fruit, citric. It's almost confusing to where I thought it was lemon at first, like a really, really juicy, not so tart lemon. And it's actually bergamot in this, the way this raspberry note just, I'm literally having to swallow. My mouth is watering just from sniffing that in the air. That's the reason we're titling it Mouth-Watering Citrus, because these just literally make my mouth water when I smell them. So this is one I would encourage checking out, get a sample of. I need to spend some more time with it. I just got it recently and haven't gotten around to doing some full wearings, just a couple of test sprays, but it was worth a quick honorable mention because it is that good to me. It's Akro Smile. Next, we've got some amazing grapefruit. Now, some will say, yeah, it's kind of redundant to Terre des Maisons Givray, and sure, there's an argument for that. I agree. I do think this is a little bit better. This is more woodsy than Terre des Maisons Givray, but just as juicy of a grapefruit smell. Parfums de Marly Perseus, which I probably will put in the thumbnail. I haven't made the thumbnail yet. Got the big bottle this summer. I plan on putting some work in on this bottle, because I'm just a fan. There's a little bit of like a musky, like woody funk, like a funky vetiver almost, slightly, with super juicy grapefruit bergamot combo. It is so, so good. There's a little bit of zest to it. I do get a little light floral hit in the heart, but it kind of fleets. But man, this mouth-watering. It's just hovering around me. This is so good. Don't knock it before you try it. I know a lot of people will say it's overpriced and all these things. It's like 170 range. I think 160, 170 range for a 75 ml. I think from Fragrance Buy in the link below. I bought actually a 4.2 ounce from Fragrance Buy, and I want to say I paid like close to around 200. But I was cool with it. I had a sample. I tried it first. I would encourage you doing the same thing and see if it's for you, because I'll be damned if this isn't my favorite fresh fragrance from Parfums de Marly. This fragrance in particular is the reason I wanted to do this video. And last minute, I was like, oh, I can't forget to do a quick honorable mention on this, but we were going to talk about this one first, so we're technically talking about it second. But performance is actually really good on my skin. A little bit of ambroxan smell, I think, helps lift the profile. You need to try this one. Mouth-watering citrus, kind of funky vetiver woody smell, a little zesty. It's really, really good. And I mean funky in a good way. It's Parfums de Marly Perseus. Next, we've got a crisp, juicy lime. Ginger peppermint lime combo makes this lime so frickin' juicy. And it does smell like a gin tonic without having a gin or tonic accord. It's in Micallef GnTonic. This stuff is so frickin' good. The bottle represents what it smells like too. This ice cold, crisp gin and tonic, citrus, kind of spiced smell. God, that's good. It's so over the top fresh. I'm not doing this for effect. These make my mouth water. Certain juicy citruses just do it. If it's an abundance in the top, it'll make my mouth water. This is amazing. This is my favorite from them. I like both. God, this smell. I love how they linger for a little bit for me. So while I'm talking about them, I'm still getting whiffs of it. It's fantastic. Thank you, fragrance bottles, for doing just the right thing at the right time. I love both the Desir Toxics, Red Colorado. Micallef's got some really good fragrances, but GnTonic, give me this one. I'm good to go. It's amazingly fresh, cocktail hour type of fragrance, but great in the super high heat as well, because that peppermint really brightens and freshens things up. And the lime is just so juicy, and I think the ginger really does its part in brightening the lime up as well, because this is super lime heavy for any of you that like lime as your main citrus in your fragrances. And it's an average to above average performer, nothing crazy here, but definitely not on the weak side. Super enjoyable in Micallef GnTonic. Next, we've got a beautiful citrus green fragrance, a little touch of florals. It's a little soapy. It's bergamot and orange with a hit of petitgrain. I love petitgrain in a fragrance, this fresh green feel. We've got my favorite from Acqua di Parma. This is Colonia Pura. This is amazing. This is the main fragrance I recommend to people from the brand. I'm a huge fan of this fragrance. It's just so freaking enjoyable on a hot day. This will lift your mood. This will refresh you. It's got good quality. Light soapy feel, not a bar soap type of thing, so don't think over the top like crazy lavender. Light white floral, fresh green, mouth-watering, juicy citrus, yet once again, it's amazing that it's happening every single time. The reason for the topic, guys. And this one's relatively affordable for a 100 milliliter bottle. It's around $60 to $70 range. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've looked at the price point. I believe that's the range of what I paid for it. And I would strongly encourage you to check this one out. Another one that's average performance. Nothing wild here. 5 or 6 hours in longevity. About a good solid hour of projection. But it's very volatile. It's volatile. It's so bright and fresh and juicy that it's going to dissipate a bit quicker. A lot of these will. Some of these have some really good staying power. But some of these are going to fleet a bit quicker because they're just so mega fresh. And this one kind of falls right in the middle of that. Acqua di Parma, Colonia Pura. Next, we've got an outrageously underrated fragrance from the house of Mancera. This is called Wild Fruits, and it's got a citrus fruits accord. It's lemon, it's grape, it's apple, it's oranges, citrus of different types. Bergamot, I'm sure, is in there as well. It just smells like a medley of citruses and fruits. There's a little bit of wood, I believe cedar wood in here, and a touch of musk, but it's just supportive backbone type of stuff in the base. It's all about the juiciness with this fragrance, guys. So good. Almost like Cedrat Boisé Eau Fraiche, even though I believe this came out before Cedrat Boisé. It kind of gives me a little bit of that. It's fresher. Maybe it's a bit of a reach, but I'm trying to find something to kind of compare it to. Because it doesn't have all the leather and light smokiness that a lot of people get from Mancera. It doesn't have any of those things. It's mega airy, fresh, juicy type of stuff. This one's an above average performer. This one falls in that 6 to 8 hour range in longevity. Pops off the skin pretty well for about an hour and a half. Just so underrated. This one came out well over a decade ago. Doesn't get any love. I believe I am the love on YouTube for this fragrance. I would strongly encourage you check this one out if you're looking for what I believe to be the best overall citrus-based fragrance from Mancera. I've got about 50 bottles from them at this point. Actually, yes, it's like 51 bottles, just bottles of Mancera fragrances at this point, not counting ones I had decants of that I've tried over the years. I've tried a large portion of this massive library of fragrances that Pierre Montal has for this brand, and I think hands down, if you're just looking for straight citrus forward, mouth-watering, juicy, airy, fresh type of stuff that really fits this topic, this is the one. Yeah, and you can get it pretty affordably as well for a big bottle. Again, that's Mancera Wild Fruits. Next, this is juicy lemonade type of stuff. In the vein of Bulgari's Tigar, this is Kajal's version. This is Kajal 3, Kajal Homme 3. It's got grapefruit and lemonade as its top. Ginger brightens it up. You've got some ambroxan to help lift it. Little hint of spices, I believe ginger. Like I said, it's very akin to unmistakable akin to Bulgari Tigar, a little bit more on the lemon here, because like I said, it's got that lemonade accord, and it's not quite as spicy, but eerily similar. This is more affordable than getting Tigar. I would recommend this because it's still a niche beauty. God, this warm amber citrus. Those of you that have this, you understand all of what you're looking at and hearing. You understand that reaction. Those of you that haven't tried it, you should try it so you can understand that reaction. It is that good. Now this one, not quite a beast, but a very strong performer. Well above average in longevity, projection, sillage. This one lingers. It bounces off the skin early on for a good 2 hours. It's a loud fragrance. This is a great purchase for those of you looking for a warmer citrus that maintains all the freshness of familiar, highly complemented DNA, has a lot of versatility, really good quality, and it's not super expensive. This is above $100 from discounters, but not by a large margin. It's arguably one of the best buys, if not possibly the best buy for what you get in the mid-range price bracket in this video. So I would strongly encourage you at least trying this one. See if it's for you. It's Kajal Homme III. Next, we've got one from one of the best fresh niche brands money can buy. Pacific Lime being my favorite. Orange Sanguine could have went here. I got several that could have went here. But we're talking about Clementine, California. Atelier Cologne. See how it says Cologne Absolute because they're fresh like a cologne, but they're parfums. And then they're very proud of this. 92% of ingredients of natural origin. So not the strongest, longest lasting of fragrances, but photorealistic experiences. You're looking for an olfactive treat. This is a brand for you. Literally everything I've tried from them. Musk Imperial, kind of their citrusy type of Aventus-like fragrance. That's amazing too. God, this is so good. Clementine and Citrine. Mega bright, juicy citrus, limey, grapefruity type of smell. Beautiful. Beautiful. A little fresh green. There's a hint of zest that's got a little bit of spice. I believe there's some mint in here that makes it green and fresh. Oh. Affordable. Not super expensive. Sub $100 price point for this. You know, performance wise, you're looking at like 4 to 5 hours. At least that's what I get in longevity. About a solid hour of projection. Nothing crazy. But it's about the experience. It's the olfactive experience. This is some of the beauty of the artistry of perfumery and getting a photorealistic experience to the notes and the blend and the accords they're trying to present to you. This is one of those brands. Mouth just watering like crazy. This is one of those brands. Atelier Cologne, a must. A must try. You must experience at least something that interests you from this brand so you can understand why I'm speaking so highly and so passionately on not just this particular fragrance, but the brand as a whole. I mean, if you're not a performance whore and it's not the most important thing to you, where, you know, your neighbors need to smell you from inside your home when you spray your 30 sprays. If you're not that person, because that person's not going to want to look into this. If you're here for the beauty of perfumery and looking for a phenomenal experience, please try something from Atelier Cologne. And it just popped in my head, so I will say it. And there's some fool, at least one, that's going to see that and say, oh, he's on payroll from Atelier Cologne. That's what... No, I would love them cut me a check, Atelier Cologne, because, you know, I talk about them all the time. This, in particular, is probably the happy medium, which is why it's the fragrance that I'm featuring from them. Even though my personal favorite is Pacific Lime, it's just as much creamy coconut as it is lime, whereas this is mainly citrus. That's why I wanted to feature this one in particular. But please get your nose on something from them that interests you. I recommend starting with something like Clementine, California. Speaking of Clementine, the citrus fragrance from Zaharoff, Zaharoff Signature Citrine, based around clementine and oranges. It's got this sweet orange, limey type of citrus, a lot of orientals. It's very, very smoky type of citrus. it is based around the signature Parfum DNA, so it's an oriental, woody, very juicy. There you go. Very juicy citrus, like super juicy, mega, mega fresh kind of stuff. Average performance, nothing crazy here. You know, in that 5 to 6 hour range for me. I tend to spray this one a little bit heavier than others. I mean, in this video, a lot of these I spray a little heavier than others. My standard spray routine is about 5 to 7 sprays. I do more in that 7 to 10 range with the fresher citrus fragrances. And that's kind of where this one falls, more like 8 sprays roughly. Atelier Cologne, 8 to 10. The Kajal fragrance, that one I can do 5 sprays. It's really strong. But you get the point. Wild fruits, I do that 7 to 10 range because they're just so fresh. This is so fresh, but it has some depth to it. It's a deeper scent. When you look at the note pyramid on this one, you'll notice a lot of notes. There's a lot of nuance and elements to this one, but the main things, it's basically a smoky citrus is what it comes down to, with all that warmth, but all the freshness at the same time, that gentlemanly feel for a citrus fragrance. Definitely worth a sample from the site, if nothing else. It's Zaharoff Signature Citrine. Now, we featured one from Acqua di Parma already, my favorite, but I would be remiss if I didn't have something from the Blue Mediterraneo line. And it was tough. Normally my go-to would be Bergamatto di Calabria here, but I felt like Mirto di Panarea was the move here. Very citrus-based, loads of lemon and bergamot, very green, aquatic, breezy, salty type of fragrance. Coastal, a little bit of sun-kissed skin, light sunscreen feel, but all the juicy citrus up top. Mega, mega, mega fresh. This is another one, average performance at best. This is like 4 to 6 hour range in longevity, about an hour of projection. I got the big 5-ounce bottle. This is like high heat summertime type of stuff. Very, very situational. Fragrances like these from Acqua di Parma, I only wear in high heat summer for days when I'm going to be out and about, so they don't get worn all the time, because I feel like the best settings for this are just those outdoors, sweating, super hot in the sun type of days. Stuff like this will shine. Oh, God. What a great experience everything I've gotten in this line is. I have like 6 or 7 fragrances in the Blue Mediterraneo line, and I don't think there is a favorite. I've got ones based around orange. I've got Chinotto di Liguria. I've got ones based around, I got one with coffee in it. I forgot the name of that one specifically. Starts with an L. As well as Fico di Amalfi, their fig fragrance, which that's gorgeous. Like, there's just so many great offerings in this line. It's kind of what I was talking about with Atelier Cologne as a brand, Blue Mediterraneo as a line from Acqua di Parma. There's so much beauty to explore if you can put performance to the side and look for an incredible olfactive treat of an experience. That's it. The same thing applies here for this line. Acqua di Parma as a brand is fantastic, but the Blue Mediterraneo line as a whole, if you're looking for variety of citrus, fresh summertime high heat fragrances, if you can put that performance horse stuff to the side and be okay with a handful of hours at best of a beautiful experience, you're going to be in for a treat. And stuff like this, beautiful citrus green, breezy aquatic. Oh man, Mirto di Panarea, beautiful stuff. Next, this is an incredible guava and lime. Tropical, fruity, beautiful, fresh fragrance. It's a release from last year from one of my favorite independent brands. This is their old style bottles. This is from Day 3 Fragrance. It's called Escandalo. Escandalo is something special. I believe there's a palm leaf accord of some kind that helps give it that tropical feel with the guava. It's very beachy. It's very beach, like tropical vacation forward type of profile. Look at that atomizer. My, is that good, with a sweeter lime. Right on cue. There's the juiciness. So good. So good. I think it's palm leaf. Something like that. It's some kind of green tropical leafy accord here that really gives you that, like, that entrance walkway to the beaches, you know what I'm saying, where all the greenery and shrubbery, maybe trees and stuff like that, palms, palm trees, depending on what beach you're at, where the walk-in is, If it's by appearance, you know what I'm talking about if you've been to these types of places. This puts you there. It really takes you on an olfactory journey. Day 3 Fragrances and Michael Paul, the perfumer, is so good at doing that and telling a story and transporting you to different places. I know I'm about to mess that up. It's not going to work out. Through olfactory experience. That's the way we'll put it. That's the better way to put it and simplify it. Through your nose, they will take you somewhere. And Escandalo does a beautiful job of that. This was one of the first fragrances that came to mind for this video topic. Literally continuing to make my mouth water. You need to try this. You can get a sample set for like 35 bucks to try the house, and you get a voucher for 35 bucks to buy a bottle that comes with it. So if you find a favorite, you can save 35 bucks on whatever bottle. And Bani, their mango papaya fragrance, or Escandalo, if you're in the warmer climates or you're looking for the vacation type, that's what I would encourage. That's more fruit. This is more citrus. Pick your poison. They're both amazing. And when it comes to juicy citrus with that tropical palm leaf accord, I just can't get over that. I love that in a fragrance because it doesn't get used enough. You're going to want to check out Day 3 Fragrances. This is Escandalo. Next, we've got one from Parfums de Nicolai. This was recommended from a subscriber. I believe his name is John. A while back when we did one of those Let's Go Shopping live streams, and I take audience suggestions and buy some fragrances. I grabbed a 30 ml, and this is amazing. What an olfactory treat. The quality and the performance here is outrageous. This is Riviera Verbena. This is the 30 ml that I ended up grabbing. This is special. Lemon, petitgrain, grass, black currant. Really juicy. I believe there's a little bit of mint. Like a spicy mint. So much zest and zing, right on cue. So much zest, so much zing, really. I think zingy is a great word for this, the way the lemon comes across. It's like a spiced mint lemon. Fresh green, loads of lemon too. I really don't get much of the black currant. I know it's there because as it settles into the heart, you get a little bit of tart fruitiness, but it never becomes the star of the show. It's musky and woodsy. It's very clean, Italian, zesty citrus type style fragrance. This is so freaking good, and the performance is actually surprisingly good. This is like an 8-hour fragrance on skin easily. You get to live that and that opening stays for a really long time. This is such a wonderful experience. Performance surprises me every time I ever put it on skin. It's like, I can't believe it's still there later, because most of the time this level of fresh and citrus, you're not getting 8 hours or better, unless it's just loaded down synthetics, whereas there's some synthetics in all of these, but there's a certain level of naturals in all of these as well, because the quality is just superior in these fragrances. This is the niche category. This is more luxury. You're going to pay more in most cases, and you're going to get more from an olfactory treat perspective. Olfactory treats are the way to go. Look, I love a good cheapie. I enjoy some Middle Eastern fragrances. But boy, if you really want to treat your nose, you're going to need one of these 11, because it ended up being 11 because of the honorable mention. And this one, you may have never heard of, but if you give it a try, you might thank me later. It's Parfums Nicolai Riviera Verbena. Well, that's the ones I wanted to talk about with you guys here today. Of course, that's not the only really good, mouth-watering citrus niche fragrances that I have in my collection. I have well over 2,000 bottles at this point, and a large portion of niche and a lot of citrus, because I love the citrus. I've lived in warmer climates all but 3 years of my life. So yeah, I like the fresh citrusy type of stuff. So thank you guys for checking out the video. I'll try to have links down below if you want to check any of these out. Of course, you don't have to make any purchases to watch my videos. I just appreciate you spending some of your time with me and checking out the video. So make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.